Hello friends, welcome to Predictions by Sid. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about effects of the 11th house from Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. The first shloka it says that the auspiciousness of 11th house will make the native happy at all times. If 11th house is strong and 11th lord is strong, it will make the native happy at all times since 11th house is the house of gains. And if a person has a strong 11th house, he will have immense gains. But this is only the materialistic happiness, which is different from the inner happiness of the fourth house. The next shloka he says that if 11th lord is in the 11th house or in a kendra or trikona from the ascendant, it will give gains to the native. It stands for every house. If the house lord is present in the house or in the kendra and trikona from the ascendant, then the house will prosper. Also, it says that if 11th lord is exalted, although combust, it will still give gains to the native. That if 11th lord is strong, though he is closely conjunct with the sun, still he will give gains to the native. In the third shloka, it says that 11th lord in the second house and the second lord in Kendra from ascendant and Jupiter in the 11th house will give immense gains. Let's understand this. In this example, the 11th lord Venus is in the second house, the second lord in the Kendra from ascendant. Sun can only be close to Venus, so in this example, Sun in the first house and Jupiter in the 11th house. This is a specific combination given by Mr. Maharishi Parashara. So, in this, if such is the case or in any horoscope, that is the 11th lord in the second lord in Kendra, and Jupiter in the 11th house, it will give immense gains to the native. It doesn't talk about normal gains, it talks about immense gains. In another translation of Brihat Parashara, it says that second lord along with Jupiter in Kendra will give good gains to the native. In the fourth shloka, it goes on to say that if 11th Lord is in the third house and benefics in the 11th house, gain of 2000 Nishkas, that is a unit of money in those days, in the 36th year. Do remember the 36th year, that is, and also 2000 Nishkas. If 11th Lord is in the third house, that is the Upachaya Sthan, and benefics in the 11th house. Next shloka, he goes on to say that if 11th Lord and a benefic in a Kendra and Trikona, the connection of benefics with any lord increases the significations of the house and the lord. So if 11th lord is placed with a benefic in a Kendra and Trikona, the gain will be of 500 Nishkas, which is less than the amount of money he told in the previous shloka, and that too in the 40th year. So this is kind of an ordinary combination as if you compare it to the previous combination. In the next shloka, he talks about 6,000 gain of 6,000 nishkas, and he gives a specific combination of Moon in the second house, Jupiter in the 11th house, and Venus in the ninth house. Again, these are the benefic planets, and Moon is in the house of wealth, Jupiter is in the house of gains, and Venus is in the house of Lakshmi Sthana and the house of luck. So this combination will give gains of 6,000 nishkas to the native. In the seventh shloka, he talks about Bhavat Bhavam principle, that is the 11th house from the 11th, which is the ninth house. So, in this way, we can analyze any house and the Bhavat Bhavam of that house. In this shloka, he says if ninth house has Jupiter, Mercury, and Moon, again three benefics in the ninth house, then the native will have immense wealth, gains, grains, fortunes, diamonds, ornaments, etc. That is, he will have all kinds of wealth. Therefore, if you have to check any house, do also check the Bhavat Bhavam of that house. In the next shloka, he talks about exchange. Exchange of Lagna Lord and 11th Lord here. It will give gain of 1000 Nishkas. He talks about few exchanges in this chapter. So, gain of exchange of Lagna Lord and 11th Lord is good, and it will give a good amount of money in the 33rd year of the native. The next shloka he talks about the exchange of second and 11th lord. It does not talk about the amount of money, but it says that the rise of fortunes after marriage. The native will do very well after marriage. Why does marriage come into picture here is difficult to understand. In the next shloka, he talks about the exchange of third and 11th lord. In this combination, the native will earn wealth through brothers. He will gain through brothers. It is easy to understand since third house is the house of co-bonds and 11th house is the house of elder brother and also gains. The combination and exchange of third and 11th will give gains through brothers. In the last shloka, he talks about the negative aspect of the 11th house. If a 11th lord is debilitated, that is, he is very weak and combust, and placed in the houses, trick houses 6th, 8th, 12th with a malefic. He talks about two combinations: 11th lord debilitated and combust, or if 11th lord is in 6th, 8th, 12th houses with a malefic, then the native will have to work very hard and he will get very few gains. He talks about two things: no gains in spite of excessive efforts. So the native will have to work very hard for everything and he will get no gains or very less gains. We have to interpret every shloka liberally and not literally. So in this way I discussed about this chapter relating to the effects of 11th house. I will also cover the lords of different houses in all the houses. If you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.